Yes Have Some Podcast is brought to you by Carnivorous Creations. Our good friend Mike Nelson has been making these incredible Ghostbusters props for a very long time. We've been talking about it for a long time. In fact, if you've been paying attention, you would know that I just got my brand new Proton Pack delivered to me at DragonCon. There's a video up on YouTube. You can see the pictures on Instagram. It is a one-of-a-kind. I'm telling you, this is the best Proton Pack I've ever owned. It's the best Proton Pack I'm ever going to own. And Mike was super cool. He was very communicative. He talked to me. He asked me questions. I personally had the best experience I've ever had getting a prop built for me because let's face it, these things are special. There's a lot of detail. We're picky. Us collectors, us movie fans, we want the good stuff, and Carnivorous Creations delivers. Now, he not only does Ghostbusters Proton Packs and Proton Pack parts, he's getting into Ninja Turtles weapons coming later this year. He's got amazing prop displays, custom displays for your prop replicas. These things are huge. It's hard sometimes. You don't know even how to put it on a shelf. Mike at Carnivorous Creations is going to help you get your collection where you need it to be. So, check out carnivorouscreations.com. That's carnivorous with a K. You can also find them at Carnivorous Creations on Instagram and Facebook. Tell them Yes Have Some Podcast sent you and get yourself into a brand new Ghostbusters Proton Pack.
I don't want to grow up. Do you want some?
Jurassic Park. Now playing the PS7.
Ecto goggles with Ecto Bomber, neutron blaster, and water zapper, each sold separately.
From the corner penthouse of Spook Central all the way to Star Killer Base, this is Yes Have Some Podcast.
Do I? Yes, have some. Yes, have some.
You know, they told me you people were conceited douchebags.
The only place in the multiverse where you can love the book, hate the movie, but still buy all the toys.
I'm afraid you're just too darn loud.
I'm not looking for a friend. I'm looking for a Jedi Master.
What?
Please remember to hold on to your butts and get ready to get stressed. With your hosts, Craig Goldberg, Abigail Gardner, and Jacob Walsh.
It's new for Craig to stumble on his words.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode something or another of Yes Have Some Podcast.
181.
There you go.
You're
I think
welcome.
it's 182.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
no,
matter.
never does.
Nobody cares.
Hey, let's not get hung up on the wrong thing here. It is Christmas Day. We are recording a podcast. Hello, everybody. My name is Craig Goldberg, and as always, I am here with my cohorts, my co-partners, my co-habitants. Habitants? I habitat with them. Abigail Gardner.
It's a habitat
Jacob
for
Walsh.
humanity.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Atheist Celebration Day.
Festivus.
Whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate, have a great happy day.
Merry and happy day.
There you go. Welcome everybody. Boy, I feel like there's a lot going on. But first thing I'm going to talk about is Patreon. We just recorded our bonus episode that will be up on the feed. If you are not yet a member of the Yes Have Some Patreon community, please join us. $5 down and $5 a month gets you the complete archive of bonus episodes, plus all of the bonus content we do on a monthly basis. We just covered the 1990 Sears Wish book, and I'm a little depressed because I want it all.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little depressed because for one thing, Christmas is almost over.
That is sad.
There's only like a couple hours left. And then, yeah, we just went through a wish book that you can't get any of it now. And you can if it's on eBay, but it's not going to fit you.
You can't get it from Sears.
Yeah, you can't get it from the Sears.
Actually, I'm not sure that you could even go to a Sears. Is that something that still exists?
Most
might not be. I
Sears
don't know.
are like
They're
churches
gone
now.
Well, yeah, we've been
At
talking
least
about
on Righteous Gemstones.
Righteous Gemstones. I think we were all a little bit late because that show's been off the air for like 2 months. But Righteous Gemstones is an incredible show, and we do see on that show that the Locust Grove Church, ran by Baby Billy Freeman,
Baby Billy,
is in an abandoned Sears at the mall, which
Yeah.
is so funny to me. But yeah, it's been a great day. Got some presents. Jake, did you get a present?
I got some presents. I got some stuff from my mom over the weekend. I got a couple things in the mail. Today, though, I've been doing nothing but putting detofs together and rearranging my life. So
D-top duty.
You, these shelves are serious business. Jake's been sending us pictures. Here's the thing. I've been meaning to bring this up.
Yeah.
Since earlier in the episode. Jake's been calling me, texting me. He's trying to put these hard decisions that he needs to make for himself on my shoulders.
Dude, today Jake was like, man, this is just really one of those days where I wish you guys lived closer so you could like just come over and help me out with this.
Jake has these 2 Ninja Turtles figures that are mint unpackaged. They're the classic figures, they're kind of updated, more detailed looks at the original line. They're from probably 7 or 8 years ago. And you only got 2 of the 4, which I told you was stressing me out already. And Jake was like, should I open these or not? And my reply was, I don't even know how you sleep at night not having the whole set. Anyways, what I'm saying
I opened them.
Good.
You opened them.
I fucking opened them.
But you made the decision. Ultimately, it wasn't my decision to make.
Well, I waited until I talked to you on the phone before I opened them, but it was a situation where I had a good Ninja Turtle shelf going on, and I knew that I had space for the 2 of them if I opened them. But if I didn't open them, I would have to find somewhere to put these on card figures because the space is different, especially in a DTOF. Those like the package stuff just doesn't display as well in there. So I made the decision to pop them open. So
yeah, the DTOF is the package.
I did it. I had a breakdown. It was good.
No, it was good. Yeah, we'll have you post
good.
some pictures. Jake, your toy room is looking
really
pristine.
Nice.
You've got DTOFs
Thank you.
upon DTOFs.
There's been a lot of work happening today and yesterday.
My mom asked me what you were doing for Christmas, Jake, and I said, I think he's rearranging his toy room. And I think I was right.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing all day.
Brings a tear to a man's eye.
Tradition.
But yeah, so today was Christmas. We did some presents, did some celebrating.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that everybody out there got everything they wanted.
We did it up. We took our presents out to like the street and all the neighborhood kids were out.
Tell this story.
For one, it was funny because the kids across the street, they already have like a little group they hang out in. And then there was like the neighbor kid that kept trying to get their attention to tell them about the Sonic game that he had gotten or the action figure that nobody cared about. He was like, hey, you want to come see my Sonic? I got a new Sonic. Nobody was like paying
I was
him.
like, hey, dude, I don't know if anybody told you.
Sonic's lame.
It's 2019. No one cares about your Sonic toys.
Yeah. And then the reason I was out in the street was because Craig gave me a remote control Ecto 1, which was available at Walmart this season. And it's like a big, what do you call that? Like a monster truck? Yeah, it's a monster truck. And it's really cool. And it goes really fast. It goes forwards and backwards. And I didn't really know how the handling worked. I was kind of trying to figure out all the gears and controls. And while doing that, I started chasing one of the girls on her bike with the Ecto and like kept like running towards her very fast. I felt bad.
The long story short is funny. You almost knocked a child off
I almost knocked a girl off her bike with the Ecto one. It was great. I said I was sorry.
Thing's not a toy.
You know what's funny? This kid came up to me. He was like, what's up, man? He's like, I got a Fortnite sword for Christmas. And in my head, I was like, that's it?
Did you say what's Fortnite?
Yeah, I should have. I don't know that. You're not speaking a tongue that's native to me, sir. I should have been like
Black Series Luke Skywalker helmet.
I got a Black Series Luke Skywalker helmet that is screen accurate to the one that Luke Skywalker wore in Return of the Jedi and The Empire Strikes Back, and also at the end of A New Hope, and it's also the same one that Rey wears in the new movie. What if I would have said that? That would have got him.
Yeah. I think he would have rather been run over by the Ecto.
So, yeah, lots of good stuff. We'll be posting pictures of some of our takings in. Mm-hmm. Our original plan, so our plans have shifted a little bit. I'll update everybody. We're going to do our Christmas wish list episode tonight. We were supposed to do it last week. There was a little kerfuffle, and then Star Wars came out, and then we reviewed Star Wars. And then we were going to do a longer review of Star Wars this week, but none of us have seen it again like we planned because we're very busy. Mm-hmm. It is our last episode of the year, so this is the plan. We are going to do our top 5 oh my God.
Wow.
Christmas wish list. It's not easy to say.
How about 2019 holiday wish list?
That. Whatever that is.
Cool.
We're going to break it down. We've all made our top 5s, and we're going to...
we did this last year for the first time.
We did.
It was fun.
Now, it works a little bit better before Christmas, but that's fine. It's still... Hey, I didn't get anything on my list. So
I kind of did.
oh, girlfriend.
I did, yeah.
All right, so we're going to do that. And then after the first of the year, once we all have a chance to see Rise of Skywalker again, we're going to do a little bit of a retrospective on Star Wars in general and talk a lot about the sequel trilogy and all of that stuff. So stay tuned for that after the first of the year and go see Star Wars again. I guess before we move on, though, Rise of Skywalker, we all did see it. We all had our initial thoughts. Have anybody's thoughts evolved, changed? Have you read anything that made you think anything different? How are we all feeling a week later after seeing Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker?
Depressed.
Jake's still depressed.
I'm still a little sad about it.
Yeah.
I still feel pretty good about a lot of it. The things that I think the little nitpicky things that I had issues with, I probably will have issues with until I see it again. Maybe on a second viewing, it'd be like, oh, I don't care about that stuff. Overall, I feel pretty much the same. I feel like it was a pretty good ending to the saga.
I agree. Overall, my feelings have been that nothing I've read has changed my opinion. I was a little bit shocked and dismayed by all the backlash and complaints, but then also, no, I'm not, because a lot of people hated The Force Awakens. A lot of people hated The Last Jedi. I was mixed on The Last Jedi. So yeah, there's controversy surrounding these movies, but I personally was very satisfied with Rise of Skywalker. I'm eager to go back and see it again. My love for Star Wars is in full bloom right now. I really want to go to Celebration. I liked, literally, I haven't had any moments from the movie that I thought back on and had either confusion or disdain or distaste for. Like, everything played out in a way that pleased me, and there were some really iconic moments and some really funny moments that I'd like to go back and rewatch.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that.
I think the thing that I keep coming back to is that we talked so much about how it would be really hard to buy into Kylo being redeemed. And not only do I buy into it, I can't stop thinking about Ben Solo, and I'm like, he's my favorite character. He's the best character of all of Star Wars.
Dude.
See, that's my main, like, if I had to pick out one main issue I had, it's that I don't 100% buy the Kylo redemption still, but I don't know.
One of the things Abbey got me for Christmas was the first episode or first issue of The Rise of Kylo, which is the new comic book miniseries. And thank you. It's hard to find.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's a hot ticket item.
It was sold out of a lot of places.
And
I
I
bought
think
the last copy at our comic book store.
The point of this story is to kind of fill in some gaps and holes in his story, because no matter what, we really haven't seen that much of it, right?
Yeah.
So it opens up giving a little bit. It's the story of how he left the Jedi training, burned down the temple, and joined up with the Knights of Ren. It's going to kind of shed light on all that. So the first issue was great, and I won't spoil anything, but it definitely.
Can you explain, though, how you didn't read the copy I gave you? You read the digital copy, so you
I didn't want to open it.
Yeah.
It was in really good condition, so I just found a PDF of it and read it online.
I love that. I respect that.
But I didn't steal it. We bought it, and then I stole it online. But it doesn't
I
matter.
didn't mean to make you okay.
So I stole it. I didn't steal it. The PDFs are out there. What am I going to do?
It's out there.
Sorry. Not my problem. Marvel
It's
Comics.
fine.
Hey, I'll let the people at Marvel figure out
Yeah,
how
I
to
gave
stop
my
that.
brother my Disney password for Christmas.
Whoa.
Is that okay? I told him.
We're going down, folks.
Yeah.
So pick it up. It's worth reading. Shed some light. It's going to kind of build a little bit into that character and learn a little bit about his conflict going into all the events of The Force Awakens. There's Snoke is in it. And there's a scene with, but it's like Snoke is like living in this weird like garden, and he's got a hat on. It's really fucking funny.
Oh boy.
So I think he has a hat on.
Snoke is Watto.
Yeah, I was about to say, shit, dude.
Yeah, how are all those
Watto?
Snoke theories doing?
Jar of Snokes. That's all I care about.
So yeah, once we see Rise of Skywalker again, we'll
Break it down.
We'll continue to break it down.
I'd like to do it like in watching all the others leading up to it, like I kind of meant to, and then break down the sequel trilogy.
Let's do it.
Like you just said. Yeah, let's do it.
We just want to repeat what I just said again.
How about I just say it again?
Okay. So what are we going to do?
I think we're going to watch the sequel trilogy, and then we're going to break it down for everyone.
There we go.
Cool.
Before we move on, I do want to let everybody know that this is our last episode of the year. We cannot thank everybody enough for your support. We absolutely are having an incredible time here at Yes Have Some Podcast. We love the community that we built out. We love Facebook group therapy. We've got a major 2020 coming up. I get a little stressed thinking about how much is happening in 2020, but we did announce that.
Hold on. Wait. Well, you go ahead. All right. Never mind. Go ahead. Finish this.
Finish this?
You finish this and then I'll come back to it.
What I was going to say is we talked about this on Instagram, but we haven't actually talked about it on the podcast yet. But Yes Have Some Podcasts, all three of us, all three members, because no matter what people like Ryan Dole and John Duquesne would tell you, there's only three members of this team. They're latching on. They're
unofficial.
No, they're official. That is our family. We love them. I kid. These are talented people we associate with. And there's others too.
Yeah.
What was
now do your big brag. It's not going to make you sound any better, but
I sound like such an asshole.
Just start bragging.
Before I talk about this thing that's really cool, let me put down our friends.
First of all, not as cool as us.
No, we Yes Have Some Podcasts. We will be in attendance at, drumroll please, Top Gun Maverick world premiere. Just kidding. We will be going to Toy Fair. Toy Fair 2020, February 22nd through the 26th.
Cool.
In New York City. We are very excited.
Let's do it.
We will be there. We will be covering it. I don't think it's any secret that we are all going to have our eyes on the Hasbro booth as we hope for maybe some reveals for the new Ghostbusters
Jurassic
movie.
World.
For the new
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, for Jurassic World 2014. Let's see if they can do better.
Can you guys do it better?
No, we're extremely...
we're going to be hanging out.
We're extremely excited about Hasbro. Obviously, they've done an incredible job with Star Wars and Marvel and Power Rangers, and the fact that Ghostbusters is part of the Hasbro family. Back to Kenner.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm excited. I'm very excited about Toy Fair.
You already know what you're wearing.
I haven't shared. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Adam Sloman, listener to Yes Have Some Podcast, sent me a really cool limited edition Kenner Toys t-shirt, and I was very appreciative of that. So thank you, Adam. I will be wearing it to Toy Fair, and I'm gonna act like oh, they're gonna really like me if I wear this.
You guys see my shirt?
They're gonna be like, who cares? But yeah, I'm extremely excited about going to Toy Fair, and that's kind of like I don't know, what's a good comparison? It's like if Cat went to.
It's kind of like taking the bow off.
It's kind of like taking the bow off.
It's like Mecca. It's like traveling to almost like an origin.
I was trying to not do a religious thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What other kind of
totally geeking out over here?
It's like if you like toys and you went to like a convention where they're all released.
Oh, I love that. So we will have more details on that as we get closer, and we will have a lot of YouTube coverage and obviously podcasts and more. And
we're going to be doing a shit ton of cool extra stuff because it's New York City and we're Have Some Podcasts. So
I can't think of one thing that's ever happened in New York that I'd like to be involved with.
I can't think of anything I'd like to see that I haven't seen in New York yet.
Yeah.
Finally, it's happened to me.
Jake, what were you going to say?
Toy Fair.
Oh, okay. I was like, I hope I didn't screw up Jake's announcement. But Jake, let me ask you.
What do you do?
Are you excited about going to Toy Fair?
I am. I'm excited. I'm excited to see all the toys that I'm not going to be allowed to buy.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fun.
Nah. Who's not allowing you?
I'm more excited that our hotel is in Times Square for some reason. Even though Times Square is just like a gimmick. It's just like I feel like at some point in the night before we go to bed, we're gonna be like, you guys just want to go for like a little walk really quick? We'll just walk outside and we're just in Times Square.
Yes.
I like this very attainable fantasy that Jake has. He's like, dude, what if?
It's like staying on a theme park.
He's like,
it just doesn't seem like people don't like. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's where
downtown.
Times Square is one of those things I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that's where you stay.
It's like you're inside of a pinball machine. It's all.
It feels like you're not like you're getting something special.
It is.
First of all the stores
it's like
are open.
Staying inside the castle at Disney World. You know?
That's exactly what
It's like if you were at Fuddruckers and they're like, for 1,000 tickets, here's your room. Well, yeah, Jake was saying you can't buy toys at Toy Fair.
Oh, I get it because they're just they're premiering what they're going to have for sale.
Hey,
I can't actually.
If anybody can figure out how to buy a toy at Toy Fair, it's going to be me.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to work up our appetites, and then we're going to go to actual toy stores in the surrounding area and probably spend our money.
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do.
That's what we.
But yeah, very excited, and we will bring everybody on the journey with us as we go to the Holy Land.
Yeah,
New York City.
Holy journey.
All right, Holy Jersey. Ooh, we should go to the Quick Stop.
Hell yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
A little day trip.
Are you guys ready to get into these top 5 wish lists?
I'm so ready.
All right.
Tell me what you want. What you really, really want. Sorry.
You gonna keep going?
Yeah. I want to. Okay, I'm not. What's your number 5?
I'm not going first.
Jake. Let's have Jake go.
Let me set up the stage before we start yelling things out.
Take over.
We've each made a list of our top 5 most wanted items this year for Christmas. Now, Christmas has passed, but that does not mean our want and desire for these items has also gone with it. Jacob Walsh, did you do these in like an order or is just whatever?
I'm just gonna. Well, maybe my number 1 is my number 1, but the rest could be in any order.
Okay. Number 5, Jacob Walsh. Here we go.
All right, number 5. I want a complete Tyrannosaurus Rex Dino Rider. I want it. I don't have a whole lot of these, but I have enough. And I'm just looking at the T-Rex, and it's like, it's such an accomplishment of just the toy world. It's insane looking. There's so many fucking pieces to it. It comes with like 3 different, like alien characters. There's guns. There's just so many pieces. Like you can find it. Yeah, there's so much shit. You can look at a picture where it's like everything laid out, and it's like 30 pieces besides the actual T-Rex. And I need it. I want it complete. I want the box. I want the whole thing.
Yeah.
Have you watched more Dino Riders? Or
I've watched here and there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really fun. It's kind of silly, and it's definitely made just to sell toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
What I love is that you could buy the box only for $400.
Holy shit!
Yep, box only $400.
How rare? How rare is it to find all that? Because that's a ton of little pieces.
It's pretty rare. As I was looking on eBay, I think there was only one that I found that was complete, but it was like complete mint in box, so it was very, very expensive. But if you look at the like completed on eBay, I found 2 like that had recently sold. Neither one was 100% complete, but they were near complete, and they were both like around $300.
Okay, that's
so I'm thinking it's one of those things where you're probably gonna have to buy it as complete as you can find it, and then probably just start buying pieces and parts as you can find them.
Yeah, you're gonna spend $300 to $400 to get a complete T-Rex loose, and the odds of it having all the parts are not great. But I will say, to me, the box art is everything. Like
the box is amazing. Yeah, it's
incredible art. And like I had this as a kid, 100%. I had this. I had the entire Dino Riders line. Of course, I lost every piece. And by the time my family moved to Georgia in 1991, all I had was the T-Rex. No batteries, no battery cover.
I bet he felt naked without all that really comfortable looking armor on.
Yeah.
I do love the whole concept of Dino Riders where the carnivores are the bad guys. I think that's why Jake likes it.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. Yeah. You know what I noticed as I was doing some research for this and looking it up, I found a lot of people posting pictures comparing the T-Rex from Dino Riders to Rex from Toy Story.
Okay.
And you can find pictures of both of them together, and it almost looks like, so like the T-Rex, obviously he's like a little weird. He stands kind of funny. But Rex from Toy Story almost just looks like a repaint of the Dino Rider Rex with like a friendlier face.
That's
like the body is very much almost exactly the same in the stance and the shape of it.
Yeah. Like he's almost about to like lurch upwards.
Right.
Like the way that his legs are.
Well, it's
You
great.
can
I
see
mean,
it.
it's probably, I think it's the end all be all of that line.
Yeah, sure.
I love it. I love the pterodon, and I love.
But
the
you know, if
Diplodocus.
I get that, I'm gonna want the brachiosaur or whatever the big long necked. I'm not sure if it's brachiosaur or apatosaurus or whichever one it is, but
well, it's a Diplodocus, or as they call it in the show, Diplodocus.
oh, it is a it is a Diplodocus. You're right.
But well, we all want them all.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
still love. Go back in the archives, find the episode where Jake bought all the Dino Riders. It was such a Wayne's World moment.
Yeah.
She was like, "Can I put the Dino Riders back?" And Jake was like, "Not today, my good man." And I was like, "That's a woman." So yeah, good stuff, man. Cool.
Good choice.
Good way to kick it off, Abigail.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are we keeping tallies on the prices that we're spending?
No, because I'm sure you did what you did last year.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, probably. Right, okay, but I want to win. So, I'm gonna Jake. You said that was 300. So
Yeah, you can keep tally if you want. That's good.
Jake, 300.
Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
and then I'll do Craig's.
I think that's a conservative estimate, but we'll go with 300.
Okay, cool.
All right, Abigail, you're next.
All right, my number 5 item, which I sent you guys links to, you can look at. And I'm about to click it too. It is the Ewok Adventure Laserdisc. It's a 1990 edition Laserdisc. I think Laserdiscs are beautiful because the artwork is usually a little bit different from the stuff you normally see from posters, and I think this might be the same as the cover of the tape, but I love the Ewok Adventure. It's like I think that Sindel and Mace are the most underrated brother-sister duo in Star Wars. I know that's
The only brother and sister duo that didn't kiss. Well, I guess. Well, never mind. Keep going.
Yeah. No, this movie makes me smile automatically. It's really hard not to laugh at it. It's trying so hard to be good, and the fact that it's like got the Star Wars name on it, but it's also very terrible. And
It's legit bad.
child acting is really like over the top. But it's endearing to me, and I have a close connection to it.
It's
and-
kind of underrated. Like, people don't really often talk about the fact that there are 2 full-length live-action Star Wars movies that were made for TV that nobody ever acknowledges.
They're not on Disney Plus either. Which is one of the things that's like cool about, because I have an Ewok Adventure, the VHS tape, and that thing is rare.
The other day, Abby was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch this on Disney Plus in preparation for the episode." I was like, "Good luck."
Yeah, I didn't know that they were hiding those from the world in the closet. Yeah, so I love them, and it's only $35 on eBay or Best Offer, but I love it. I love Mace. I love Sindel. I think that I love Ewoks too, and I need it.
Let's not consider those Ewoks though.
No,
I like
Sindel
that they're
and
even the bootleg looking Ewoks. It's great.
Mace has probably got a worse temper than Kylo Ren. If you watch, he gets really mad in like the opening scene, and he tries to shoot the Ewoks.
Oh my god!
And then he does like the classic when you're explaining food to an alien as a kid. He's like, "Food, eat." And then he has to get the medicine for Sindel, and he says like, "She needs more of this. She needs more medicine." And he repeats the line, "She needs more medicine," like literally 18 times in one scene. There were no alternates selected. And it's dumb, and I like it. It makes me happy. So
Cool.
I did not get this for Christmas, but I will say, Craig, you did get me some cool Ewok stuff.
I did.
You got me a little soft plush Ewok baby doll.
Yeah,
Well, it's not like a baby doll, but it's like a baby.
yeah. It's not a baby doll.
You know, and I love it. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
that's
What's your price on that?
That's $35.
Cool.
Cool. So I'm winning.
All right, so
Cool,
Jake's
Jake's
winning apparently. All right, next up is me. My number 5 is a vintage 1977 Leia Organa, better known as Princess Leia, better known as, I don't know, what other things? General Leia. Couldn't think what they called her in the new one. Better known as...
She'll always be royalty to me.
There you go. Her blaster, her original blaster from the 1977 Star Wars action figure line. It is the only original weapon that I do not own in the first 12 figures. And it's out there. It's on eBay.
It's like a little.
It's very tiny.
It's little.
And it's about $65 or $70. So you can put 60 for my conservative estimate. But it is the one weapon that I need to complete that original 12. And I'm hoping to do that as one of my 2020 collecting goals.
Yeah.
You got to get it.
Yeah.
You like if that's the. I thought you were missing more than just one original weapon from that. You have to get that.
Yeah,
that's the only one. Now they do reproductions, I imagine, but
It's
that's
a lot of
shady
reproductions.
business.
A lot of reproductions.
You don't support it.
You don't want that reproduction
that.
bullshit.
And the reason why the Leia one is more expensive is because it is it's not a design they reused for other characters. Like hers was and later on I'll talk about this week's episode of Pawn Stars that had Han Solo's blaster from the first movie.
Okay.
They were selling it for $1 million. Rick passed. Couldn't do it.
Too much, huh?
Too much. Hey, by the way, I didn't know this. It was made from real gun parts.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's probably fake. All right. That's my first one.
If
Jake?
you believe Pawn Stars.
I don't believe in those Pawn Stars.
I don't
believe in Pawn Stars.
I like that. My number 2
That's a funny
is,
thing to ask somebody. Do you believe in Pawn Stars?
I stopped believing a couple years ago.
What are the pawn? I identify as a pawn starist. I don't know. I don't know what that religion would be called.
I'm old man.
I'm a Rick. I'm a Chumley.
Chumley, no.
Oh well, it's the Holy Trinity. It's Rick, Chumley, and the old man. So.
I identify with the old man. I identify as old man.
He's dead.
Too much Pawn Star talking.
Yeah, but it's so good.
We just all revealed that we're pure white trash.
But if you had the chance to wipe your memory and go back and like have Pawn Stars all anew, be able to
Pawn Stars and Shark Tank are the only 2 shows I care about. They're better than Mandalorian. Fight me.
I actually look forward.
Dude, if they added Baby Yoda to Pawn Stars, I'd be set. All right, Jake,
put him on. Yeah,
I'm surprised they haven't. Because they try to add like new people, it doesn't work. All right, number 4. Sorry, I won't try to run the show. Craig, we going?
It's my turn, right?
Yeah, it's Jake.
All right, so number 4 here. We have talked about the X Plus Godzilla figures a lot, and Craig, this is something that I tell you all the time. I kind of want to start buying, but they're so expensive. There's a couple stores in Atlanta that we go to that have a bunch of them. And they've all just been sitting there for years. But there is one in particular that I think is the best looking figure. It is the second form from Shin Godzilla. It is the weirdest, scariest looking Godzilla I've ever seen. I love how silly and horrifying he looks. And it's just, to me, out of all the X Plus figures, this is the best one. And I always wanted it. It's sold out. You can't, you can get it, but you have to now either buy it from a store that, bought inventory and still has it, or you have to get it from eBay. You can't go to Big Bad Toy Store anymore and buy it. It's just sold out everywhere. But it was around $240 when it came out. You can get them on eBay for around $300.
I like the position it's in. I think it's very cool looking.
That's how I know. I mean, I'm guessing you have not seen this movie.
No,
but,
I haven't.
The Godzilla in this movie has different. He kind of mutates throughout the film, and the first time you see him, he doesn't really have arms, and he crawls around like this. He's just really gross and scary looking, and he's just like.
I'm not going to tell you what Abbey
slithering
actually said.
I mimicked something that I thought it looked like, but I like it.
Okay.
That we're glad this isn't a video episode. Maybe you wish it was. I don't know. I think it's cool, Jake. I think it's worthy of your. Also, how much is it?
It's if you wanted to get it now on eBay, it'd be around $300.
Okay,
$300. Yeah, those are cool, man. And I've learned a little bit about the X Plus series, hanging around Jake and the likes of Jay Key from Texas. Mm-hmm. That's what I call him, Jay Key from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Key from.
But Jake, in the Godzilla community, what is the general consensus on this form of Godzilla?
This movie is kind of it's a lot like The Last Jedi. There's some people who hate it. There's some people who like it because it is so very different from all of the other films. Overall, I think it's probably more generally liked than disliked. I love it, so I don't really care what anybody else thinks.
Cool. You've heard it there first.
Yeah.
I was trying to say folks, and I said fucks.
You heard it there, fucks.
You heard it there, fucks.
I think that's appropriate.
We finally have a name for our fan base.
Yes, fucks.
What up, fucks?
YHS fuckhead.
All right, cool. Abigail, you're up. You got those price? You good?
Yeah, I'm up. I'm up next. I actually, if you've been on our YHSpodcast.com and if you looked at my top 5 Kenner Batman Forever toys, this is listed in that article. I was talking about the Batman Forever Val Kilmer Bruce Wayne original package artwork painting. It is, I like it because it's a barge in its purest form. It's only 7 by 8 inches, so it's tiny. But it's like $800, and there's only one of them, so I need it.
Yeah,
but the shipping's only $8 though. So
yeah,
very inexpensive shipping. It's not bulky.
It's very cool. It's a
It's cool because it's basically like it's the paint. They have to have reference art when they're making new action figures for a toy line, and they were basing this originally with the turtleneck off of the Michael Keaton Batman. And once he was recast as by Val Kilmer. With Val Kilmer, they painted his head in there, so
right. And it's it was package artwork that they never used.
Yeah, and it's tiny.
I talked to this guy. I tried to buy it. He wouldn't budge on the price. He goes, sorry, one of a kind, Merry Christmas. It's like, calm down. I know it's a one of a kind, but how many people are looking for this?
Yeah.
I know too.
Yeah. How many people? It's so tiny. Like you feel like you should cut the price in half.
Hey, classic annoying eBay buyer getting mad at the seller for asking a price.
Merry Christmas.
Like, fuck him.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Hey, you know what? I'm looking at this eBay store. I've been to this place.
Really?
Amok Time in New York. I've been to this store. Yeah.
Wait, is it in the store? Are we going there now?
He's not going to be able to turn down you.
Yeah, and I'm going to come in there with all of my Batman Forever gear, my new shoes.
That's so weird.
My new yoga pants.
Is this in like New York City or is it?
It's not in the city. It's in New York. I went here last time I visited a couple years ago, and it is a pretty good store. It's not a huge store, but they do have a lot of cool stuff in there. And when I was in there, I remember being like, I remember seeing a couple toys that I had seen online that I thought weren't like they weren't put out by a major toy company. They were kind of like not customs, but just kind of put out as small runs. And then as I was there, I realized, oh, this is the place that puts those out.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it's in Hicksville,
New York. All right. Well, we're coming in, lock, stock, and barrel.
Look out, Hicksville. Here comes Yes Have Some Podcast.
Abby, you can get that for only $34 a month for 24 months.
I can't wait that long.
No, that's not how financing works. It's not a payment plan. It's just a credit card.
So, but if I wait that long and put that money aside, slowly in a shoebox,
just checking the listing every day.
That's my payment plan. I hold myself to my own plan.
Checking the listing to make sure it didn't sell.
Making sure it's still there. And then checking my little box of money.
It has to go better than your parakeet story.
I had for like 2 or 3 years, I was trying to save $15 to buy a parakeet, and it was in like a Reebok shoebox in my closet. I couldn't get it. Took me a long time.
You just never get
$15? 3 years for $15?
Jake, there were a lot of other things that caught my eye.
Was it 1932?
No, it was just very hard to make money at the Gardner house. Honestly, they didn't want to pay you for chores. So I don't know where. I think birthdays and Christmases maybe is where I'd take the money from. But I would get like $8, then I'd pull it out and spend it at the gas station.
God.
It's very hard.
Again, like I said, the episode where we all
number 3
reveal,
for me is a parakeet.
We all reveal we're pure trash this episode. I wanted a parakeet, but I bought too many snacks.
I got too many Milky Ways.
It takes you a year and a half to get $8, and then you just accidentally spend all $8 in a gas station.
I simply
rocks. I simply can't.
How much was that painting?
$799.99.
I don't. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I like it though. All right, I'm up.
Yeah, you are.
My number 4 is, and we'll keep in the theme of Batman here. It is the 1989 Toy Biz Batcave.
Ooh. Ooh.
So this is the Batcave that came out with the 1989 Toy Biz action figures. It is it's not the it's more nostalgic than anything because it's half cardboard on one side and then it's kind of a gray cave. It's got blue and red. It does not look like anything that was from the movie.
It looks like the TV show.
It looks like nobody told the toy company that Batman was going to be dark and gritty. And then they made the Batcave and they were like, oh, shit. Mm-hmm. Well, this looks like the 60s. Yeah. But I love it. Had it as a kid. Want it now. I actually had it a couple of years ago, 10 years ago, that I got at a garage sale. And at that time, it really wasn't that expensive. I had it with the box and I sold it at some point. I just wasn't on my radar as much then. But I really want it now. So, retail value about $150.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad. It's something I can find. But I was telling Jake, I want all the Batcaves. I want the Batman Returns Command Center. I want the Batman Forever. I want the super big 3-tiered Batman Forever Batcave.
I want a Batcave of Batcaves. Like you make a large scale Batcave in your basement and it's full of Batcaves with spotlights on each and like a museum.
In Batman, like Bruce Wayne, he's got like mementos.
Yeah, like the Wicker people. Wait, what are we talking about?
Not that, but it's close. It's close enough.
That would be an impressive collection. Like a bunch of Batcave. Just that entire Batman line in general. Yeah.
And then I want my kitchen table to be like super extra long. Just like in Batman 89.
Right.
So cool.
Dude, Michael Keaton is so good in that movie.
Yeah.
It's so good. All right, we'll move along. Toy Biz Batcave. If anybody has a spare one, hit your boy up.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Jake, you're up.
Cool. So this next thing I didn't even really know existed until kind of recently, but there's a movie that I really loved that I've talked about multiple times called Alligator. We talked about the time I was trying to get the VHS because it's kind of a rare VHS, and I lost it because of the time Hal brought a knife into Universal Studios, and it caused me to forget that I was bidding on it. Anyway, I love the movie. It's really weird and silly. And,
Hal's butterfly effect.
Yeah, Hal's butterfly effect is what we call it.
A panic attack.
Anyway, I didn't even realize this, but in 1980 they made a movie tie-in game for it, and it has very great box art. It just says Alligator the game, and the alligator has these weird kind of like googly eyes on the box. This would basically just be kind of like a display piece because I think the box looks really great. I'm not even sure how the game itself, what kind of game it is, really what you're trying to do. But it's weird to me that they made, just like we were talking about on our bonus episode about how like RoboCop wasn't really a kid's movie, but there's all these kids' toys, and they used to do that a lot. And it's just weird that there's even a game for this like low budget movie about a giant alligator who at one point eats a child.
Yeah, to like be enticing children to get into it.
Yeah.
You assume they'd want to see it too after they bought the toy.
Right.
It's kind of weird.
But there is one on eBay right now that is complete with the box, and it is $225.
Oh yeah.
Putting you down for $225.
Thank you.
Abby's looking at that.
Yeah, I like
great.
it.
It's very weird and cool.
Cute.
Also, remember that time Abby was like, fuck games and puzzles. And like, since then I've bought all these games. Like,
puzzles.
Why is that my thing now?
Can I interject with something that's a little off topic that I just got to get off my chest?
Yeah.
Do it.
So I put up this tweet today.
Boy.
Christmas tweet. Mm-hmm. It was in jest, right? This is what the tweet
says.
says.
Getting some flack?
Read it.
It says, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That's why you're getting flack. People are bullying you.
Listen, all I'll say is
if
you listen to our podcast and know us, that you will know that the following is in jest. This is sarcasm.
It's a troll.
It says, Merry Christmas, and always remember, Marvel isn't cinema. The Last Jedi is bad. Rise of Skywalker is bad. Ghostbusters should just die already. All things should always stay the same and also evolve to meet your own personal preferences. And of course, release the Snyder Cut. Now, A, this is funny. B, if you're reading this and you're questioning whether or not we're serious or not, the last one, well, not release the Snyder Cut, but the last one that says, all things should stay the same and also evolve to meet your own personal preferences, that is clear-cut satire. It's a joke. Nobody really thinks that. This guy replies, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, grow up.
Oh my God, is that on Facebook?
Yeah.
Whoa, we got a big reaction. At least that's not a top fan. I think top fans get it.
Yeah, his name's AJ Quick. So there's nothing better than a little light Christmas humor making fun of the irrational state of the internet.
We got him going. There's no Christmas cheer in that one. We were just kidding.
Christopher Stewart replied to him of proton charging in the interdimensional cross trip. It's just Ice Cube from the movie Friday laughing.
And then having a serious moment of realization.
So, glad we could really help out the world. I might have to just delete that. People are so stupid. Yeah. Okay.
No, we'll leave it. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Thank you.
We stand behind our tweets, but not the ones that we wrote 5 years ago.
Oh my God. What was it? James Gunn had a really funny thing the other day.
He posted Happy Catterday on Sunday, and then he apologized for it, and it was like, that was probably the most controversial thing I've ever done on social media. So sorry.
That was so good.
Funny.
But what was the other thing he did?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
All right, cool. All right, Jake, alligator, that's good. Did you get the price on there, $250?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
$225. Number 3 for me is a Chalk Line jacket, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles retro style black satin Nickelodeon collection jacket. It's $130, and I may as well just say it now. I got something better today for Christmas because Craig found an actual vintage, not like a reproduction, but the original Chalk Line youth jacket that looks a lot like this, but is even more awesome in my opinion. It says Cowabunga Dudes on the back. It's black satin, but it's like, is it a youth large, I believe? It's pretty well worn in, but it's like, I love the fit of it. Like it's kind of like a close, tight fit, but it's a really nice jacket. And first of all, the jacket, I'm a jacket connoisseur, so it needs to be a part of my collection. I like the company Chalk Line. I think that they are capitalizing on current nostalgia and putting out quality products. If you look at the jacket that I'm referencing for this specific list, it's cool. It's black. They have a variety of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles jackets as well. They do other cool stuff, which I put down on the list for bonus gifts. I would like to get Craig. There's a pair of Shawn Michaels entrance pants that are super tight. I know he's #1 Shawn Michaels fan.
All-time favorite wrestler.
All-time favorite. Jake, there's
Again, white trash.
Again, little trash. Revealing that we're all a little bit trashy. Jake, they have a Ace Ventura floral satin jacket that I would like to purchase for you. It's very cute.
I want it.
It looks like something you'd like because you look good in like prints and like floral prints. You got one with the fucking, I want to say gremlins, but I know they're not. The critters. You got that one. It's in that vein.
Goonies. No.
Also, you can pay for this jacket in installments, 4 installments of $32.50.
What?
So yeah, but also you can't because they're not available. So don't.
Oh, great.
That's why Craig had to go the vintage retro route and buy the original one for me. So thank you. That's $130 down. Putting it on the list.
Yeah, but the Wolfpack black and red logo tracksuit is available.
What?
So is the Macho Madness retro logo pants.
Oh my God.
So Chalk Line's a cool company, and like they're one of those companies that like in the 90s they made. Do you remember the Fanimation jackets? Like it would basically be look up
a big image. Yeah.
Chalk Line Fanimation, like like Shaq or Michael Jordan. They did a lot of sports ones, and like those ones go for a lot of money now.
Yeah.
But and they're back and they do a lot of retro stuff, and they haven't done any Ghostbusters stuff, but I hope they do. They really do.
They definitely have some like Game Genie stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
fuck Game
Dude,
Genie.
what if they did like a kind of like your shirt you got, like a Kenner jacket or something? That'd be great.
Oh.
Yeah, makes me really think they could do that.
Yeah.
God, it's a cool company, but well, we're not even sponsored by Chalk Line, so let's move on.
Yeah, but they're
ain't that cool?
You too, NECA. Yeah, you're all doing good.
We're gonna talk to them.
We're gonna talk to them.
Okay, how much is that? Did you get that?
Yeah, it's $130.
Cool.
Doing good.
Next up, me on my list, I have the Chronicle Collectibles Rotunda T-Rex. I don't know why I did that rolling in the R's, but it made me feel cool.
I liked it.
This is a Tyrannosaurus Rex statue from the movie Jurassic Park. It is from the famous scene at the end of the movie where the T-Rex has thrown a velociraptor through the window and he roars and the banner falls from the ceiling, the famous banner that says, I don't know, something on it. What's it say?
When
Dinosaurs ruled the earth.
That one. Don't you mean
It says it right there.
Yeah, I know.
In quotes.
I can't read. It's a very incredible statue. I don't really own any scaled or premium Jurassic Park products, but Chronicle Collectibles puts out really incredible stuff, and I want it. It's pricey. It's almost 2 feet tall, and it is going to set you back, I believe, $1,350.
Ooh.
Now,
spared no expense.
Wait, I like the idea of like a remake of Jurassic Park where John Hammond is like a sassy lawyer and he just says it like that, like just walk around. Oh, I spared no expense. Yeah, it's great. You can do a payment plan up to 10 months on Chronicle Collectibles, and it's a beautiful piece. Jake, I know you've got that Breakout Rex. Is this something that you've checked out?
Yeah, dude. I definitely would love to have it. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's great. I already have like 2 different things from Chronicle on my on a payment plan right now, and I think I'm about to add a third. This looks like I can't remember exactly how much I paid for the Breakout Rex, but this is kind of similar in price. But I fucking want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on a payment.
Robert. No, love you, Robert.
We love Chronicle. We really do. We love Robert from Chronicle.
True.
He's a great guy.
Merry Christmas.
He wished me Merry Christmas.
Me too.
Me too.
Good. I was about to say.
He's a good guy.
Good.
I'm already on a payment plan too. I've got the real Ghostbusters statues coming.
Nice.
And,
cool. Yeah.
That's good.
So.
I think I actually just completed a payment plan for a John Hammond figure. I am on the payment plan for a Jurassic Park cryo can, and I believe I'm going to jump on a payment plan for the 1/6 Dr. Alan Grant figure.
Nice.
Dang.
It's a good, good collection.
A lot happening. It's a lot happening.
Did you get my thing now? 1350?
Sure did.
Right.
We're all doing pretty good. It's time for number 2.
2 more each. Mm-hmm. Jake, you're up.
Cool. So my number 2 is a Universal Studios used theme park prop. It's a sign from the Jaws ride. This one in particular says Amity Island Marine on it. And it was just kind of like up in the line section when you're waiting to get on the ride. Every now and then I Jaws ride props is stuff I look up a lot, and the Jaws stuff goes really quickly. I have a friend who has a sign from the Jaws ride. Any of that stuff usually goes pretty quick and is pretty expensive. This is actually still on eBay and has been up for a little bit, but it's also $1,200. So I want it though. Like just any piece of the Jaws ride I would love to have, especially like it'd be nice to have one that said Jaws on it, but the fact that it's got Amity
that's good
written on there, that's a good thing. I just want to slowly buy everything from the ride until I can recreate it.
Yeah.
Just like a bootleg version in your backyard.
Yeah. Dig a hole.
Yeah. But it's like very dangerous. It's like a very dangerous version. They're like, so you got one of the mechanical sharks? Like, no, I couldn't afford it, so I just got a real shark in there.
It's a tiger shark.
I just threw a couple of real ones in there. I just went on down to the coast and I just fucking fished some out the goddamn ocean,
Dude, for real, because honestly, that's a ride movies type moment you gonna have in your backyard. Hey, listen,
have a trash can fire.
It's a different ride
point.
every time. You don't know quite how they're gonna react, so it's like a different ride every time you go around. Sometimes you get bit, sometimes you don't.
We were watching a thing on YouTube for Action Park, which is a famous.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. We were watching. Yeah,
it's a famous water park in New Jersey that
I went to once.
Yeah,
a lot of people died there.
Yeah, tons of deaths, tons of injuries. It was unregulated, and it was really
fun.
So I wanted to highlight 2 of the deaths I really enjoyed hearing about. One was on.
We watched this on Christmas Eve. It was great with our cheesecake.
Yeah, it was great. One of the deaths was. It's like a canoe ride, and this guy fell out of the canoe, and as he was trying to get back on the boat, his leg grazed the electronic
wind or fan underneath.
The whatever was connected to the track for the boat, and he got electrocuted and died.
Wow.
The second one, which is so crazy, there was like this Tarzan swing where you swing into a pool and you like Tarzan.
Yeah.
And the water was so cold that somebody had a heart attack from the
temperature,
the shock of the cold water.
Whoa.
Isn't that insane?
They had an enclosed water slide that looped upside down.
Yep.
And they would put dummies that would come out decapitated from it. Your body's not supposed to go upside down in like an enclosed space that. It's
so
crazy.
anyways, look it up. Action Park. That's great. Okay. Jake, I love this sign. I love going to that store at Universal Studios that has all the high-end stuff from the rides.
Yeah.
They use usually like a Dorothy from Twister. That's what this kind of reminds me of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Dude,
It'd be a really cool thing to have.
They're taking offers. I mean, maybe you just throw them a low ball and see what happens.
Just offer him $200.
$50 over 24 months is not bad.
What does the thing say at the top? Proline? Is it like the sponsors of the ride or whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, cool.
Sports.
Cool. Well, Ab, write that down. $1,200.
Got it.
All right. What's your number 2?
My number 2. Let's move on back up the charts here. Here we go. It's the big one. Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of what I did last year, I'll be honest. But it's way better because last year I had an RV on my list that was the Leprechaun because of us just watching the Leprechaun movies and me getting into them. But this year I looked up the most luxurious motorhome I could find, and that is the Furrion Elysium RV. It is a luxury motorhome with a helicopter and a hot tub and 3 75-inch 4K TVs.
How many?
3 of them.
Okay.
So it's perfect for us and our needs because when we're on vacation, this way I can sit in the hot tub and chill while Jake can ride the helicopter.
Drive this thing?
Craig's going to drive while simultaneously watching TV. And Jake, you can take the helicopter to go look at museums and do whatever you need to while I lay in the sun. It's going to be fantastic. And it looks like it was in Terminator or like it is a Terminator. It's like very futuristic and clunky and cool looking.
Is this real? Is this thing real?
It's not out on the market yet. But it's like there's a concept for it. And I think there maybe is like one that like a test one that they've built. When I was like looking it up, it's like on all the Fox News, like you need to get this if you've got money, like top 10s or whatever. But I just like it because it's cool looking and it looks like it's in like a manga or something. And
it looks like the thing that they steal in Stripes.
It does.
As 3 people,
it looks like it turns into a transformer.
That kind of too. It's just tight.
How much is this thing?
It's a cool 2.5 million projected. Because it's not actually like on the market yet.
Do you think if Wonder Woman was a transformer, her name would be Amazon Prime?
That's a good one. That's the tweet that you should put up. It's non-controversial.
I bet it's been done before. Nothing I come up with is original.
What was the
Abby,
wait. Yes. Go.
My favorite part about this episode is that Abby insists that we write the prices of things down just so she knows, because she already knows that by the end she's gonna win.
I do. It's 100% why it's been very satisfying for me to keep my little tallies. But also very fast, I have to say, Craig not being the first person to think of something and then realizing it already exists happened this week. And it was amazing because he came home and told me that he had the vision while driving to play footage of Rey from Star Wars, Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker and clip it together to Katy Perry's song Rise.
This is so
and
amazing.
It's already out there, but in like 5 different versions. There's one with Rey. There's one with Ahsoka Tano that's like got like a super fast EDM song version of Rise, and it was just about my favorite moment. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that song, Jake.
I'm not.
It's like a church song almost.
It's not a church song. It's just a
like
good song, and it reminded me of Star Wars, and I thought it'd be a good idea, but somebody already did it.
Yeah. And you can all look it up.
It's just like I was like, hey guys, we should start a Ghostbusters podcast. Oh, already has one. Well, fuck it, we'll do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
And yes, I just looked it up. A million other people have already made my Amazon Prime joke. I guess I'm an unoriginal piece of shit.
No.
Merry Christmas. All right, my turn. Hey, by the way, speaking of helicopters, in New York, they have something called Ubercopter. For $200, you can get a helicopter ride from JFK Airport to your destination. Are we doing it? Probably.
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
No, we don't need to because we're gonna have this new RV with a helicopter pad on it. So I think it'll be fine.
I like it. What was it?
We don't need a hotel either.
Abby will be.
We're gonna roll up to Toy Fair with the Megatron, Furion, whatever this thing's called.
Oh man. All right. My number 2 is really straightforward. I want a ghost trap. I want a 1-to-1 scale replica ghost trap from Ghostbusters 1. I don't have one. I never had the Mattel trap. I've got a spirit trap, but I can't start considering that to be anything other than a $30 toy, even though I like it.
You better not.
Even though I enjoy it. I want a ghost trap. I would like one to go with my proton pack. I think that there's a lot of amazing prop builders out there in the community that could help me get where I need to be, but just seeing that trap and that new Ghostbusters trailer got me licking my chops. Now, I do know Hollywood Collectibles Group is putting out a replica ghost trap that's available now, and I'm torn on this one for a lot of reasons. It's $500, which is not really a bad price for a scale, a heavy duty replica ghost trap, but it doesn't function in any manner. It's a static prop. You can't hit the pedal and open it. It doesn't have functioning electronics and stuff. And the other thing is they may have stolen the design and recasted Nicotron. They more than likely did. At least that's what smart people in the Ghostbusters prop building community have told me. So I'm not going to buy that one. But if anybody out there is building ghost traps, come on, just cut me a deal. Please. For the love of God.
Somebody's gonna.
I hope so. That's my number 2. Let's put that at $1,000.
Got it. Cool.
Do you think in the new movie they'll have the traps hooking to the side of the proton packs? That'd be cool. I don't know. Just thought out. That's my big thought.
I'd be okay with, yeah.
Cool,
There's some
Craig.
advancements.
All right, Jake, you're up.
They have a Polaroid.
Cool. This is my number 1. The biggest one I got here. This is something that was up for auction. You know, we did that episode a little while back covering all the cool stuff in that entertainment auction.
Yeah.
This went unsold, which is crazy to me. I don't know if that means this is still like available somewhere and you could still pick it up, but it went unsold. It is a full-size replica of the shark from Jaws of the Revenge. Pulled from the original. It's a fiberglass replica pulled from the molds. It's very clearly the shark from Jaws of the Revenge. It is, like fucking 30 feet long or something close to that. And I think, talking about recreating the Jaws ride, I probably need the Jaws shark.
Yeah. You're going to need it, so you may as well get it.
Well, you're going to need something if you're going to recreate that ride in your backyard, you're going to need something in the queue for people to look at.
Exactly.
Under glass.
I have this picture of there's 3 people in Jake's backyard in line, and he's got this Jaws the Revenge shark just sitting on the ground, and Jake's passing out juice boxes. It's very Kramer, the real Peterman reality tour. Best line. He gives
him like a mini musketeer.
The mini 3 months.
Yeah.
Peterman eats those? No, I do.
Honestly, if I had this, I'd probably sleep in the mouth of it.
That's cool.
put a little sleeping bag in there and just sleep with my head poking out of its
What
mouth.
was the asking price at the auction? Do we know?
Well, it has a price on it here. It says 15,000. It says estimate 10 to 15,000.
I think they overshot the mark there. Well, dude. Okay, here's the other thing. With something like that, let's say you really got it, Jake. Let's get serious for a second here, okay?
Yeah.
It's a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What would you do with it? Like, if you how long is it?
Well, I mean, I think it has it here it has the dimensions is this in centimeters?
They're idiots.
306 inches by 132 inches.
Okay.
It doesn't have it as feet, but I'm pretty sure it's around.
Well, how many inches was that? What'd you say?
Inches. I think it says 306.
Okay, so divided by 12. All right, so it's 25 feet long.
Yeah.
That's so big.
Dude. You could live in there almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Get
let's
a little
say
Airbnb.
I feel like you would just have to buy a house and mount that on the front of the house.
It would have to be. I would have you would have to have a house built and then specifically be like, I need one room that's 30 feet long.
No, here, I think would you be opposed to keeping it outdoors in like a garden display?
I think I would, because
you don't want it to have the environmental effect.
It is fiberglass, so that should be good. But also, I wouldn't want it to deteriorate in any sort of way from being outside. Right. If I had it, it would need to be in something.
That's what she said. Sorry. No. I'm losing my mind on Christmas Day.
That's okay.
Just want to let everybody know. Mm-hmm. Jake, that's fantastic. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll do our totals at the end.
Very
Abigail, what's your number one?
What's the point?
Numero uno for me. Pretty obvious. Not that far from stuff I like to talk about. It's Stephen King, first edition, hard copy, first printing book of It. And it's obviously one of my favorite books. It is one of the books that Jake, you first talked to me about that you said you loved. And it was a big, heavy read for me. It's full of emotion and wonderful, beautiful moments about growing up and scary shit and life and friendship. And I love it. And I didn't get it for Christmas, but Craig did get me a really cool signed copy of Stephen King's Bag of Bones.
Now, listen, Bag of Bones is modern day.
Now,
It.
listen.
That's modern day It.
First of all, it's a UK copy, and it's just got a really gorgeous texture to the cover. It looks beautiful right next to my Amy doll from Congo, and it kind of matches the color scheme of the Congo VHS tape next to it. So it's gorgeous. I'm going to be posting pictures
I'm sure
later.
Stephen King would be delighted to know
Thank you.
that a signed copy of his book
Amy
is next
want
to
horror
Congo
book.
on VHS, and you consider those the same.
Yeah, it's all the same to me. Yeah, I love that. I don't know if I have any other notes on it other than I want that. It's a first edition. It's a hardback. It's absolutely beautiful.
Is it signed?
It's signed. Yeah, right on that first page there.
How much is it?
It is $2,499.99. That's the asking price.
I'll sign a book for cheaper than that.
Yeah, and signed. Well, you can attest to this, Craig. Autographed copies of first editions are the rarest, most satisfying thing to put in your collection. And Stephen King doesn't sign a lot of older books, so it's cool.
Stephen King's one of those autographs that no matter how, he has signed a lot over the years, and there's plenty out there, but it's just it's like Michael Jordan. It's always going to have a significant amount of value.
Yeah.
This is what if I had my choice of a signed Stephen King book, it would also be it.
Yeah, that I figured. That's cool, man.
Cool. All right, my number one. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
My number one Christmas boutique gift item is not a dancing toaster, although that would be pretty cool. It is the real Ghostbusters Kenner mint on card Stay Puft Marshmallow Man Kroger variant.
Oh,
wow.
The Kroger Stay Puft. For those of you who don't know, Kroger is based in Cincinnati. So is Kenner. I believe Kenner was in the Kroger building. And I don't know all of the details, but it is the same Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from the original release from Kenner, but it is in a variant packaging. And on the back, it says Kroger. And there's an animated picture of Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It doesn't have like the normal backing that a Kenner Ghostbusters figure would have.
It's cool. It's rare. Yeah.
It's rare. It's kind of hard to find in good condition specifically. And I don't know the actual origin. I think there's maybe some debate on whether or not it was available at Kroger or if it was something given to Kroger employees. But it does have a barcode. So I think maybe it was just one of those weird things that was available in Kroger stores.
I love it because it looks like edible advertising on the back, and that's different.
Well, it checks a lot of boxes for me. It's vintage Ghostbusters, in packaged toy, and it's also like a crossover promotional item.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and we're a Kroger family. I watched growing up,
and I like Kroger.
It's cool.
It's about $1,000.
Okay,
Dude, there's one on eBay right now for like $1,500.
Yeah.
shit.
And it's one of those things where as soon as it's removed from the package, it loses all of its value. Not all of its value, but it goes down to, bless you, to the regular value of a loose Stay Puft because there's no identifying marks on the actual figure that would tell you that it was the Kroger Stay Puft. This happens in WWF action figures. There was mail-aways. There was like an Undertaker, a Bret Hart, and a Hulk Hogan Hasbro mail-away. And it's like the Hulk Hogan in the sealed bag is worth like $3,000. Mm-hmm. Outside of the bag is worth like $25 because at that point it's just... There's no way to tell if it was any different.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that's something. It's actually, I'm going to call that a collecting goal. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get my hands on one.
Yeah.
But I want to at some point.
Yeah. That's what we said today when we were out on our walk because you're like, I really wanted to get you that copy of It signed, but it's just so expensive. And I was like, you know what? There will be a time in our life where we can get it. It's not this Christmas. This Christmas is
that time is, close your eyes.
Okay. Not really.
Not today.
Not today.
But maybe.
You think this pure white trash can eat that shit?
Yeah. You know.
I got you a signed copy of Joe Dirt, signed by Jay.
You spoil me.
Cool.
It's Joe Dirt.
It's Joe Dirt. That's why they named you Joe Dirt.
All right. Are we ready to do our totals?
Total it up.
Cool. I'm going to do this with in order of who spent the least to who spent the most. And I like how serious I'm taking it, even though we all know I won. Number 3, coming in at $3,559, we have Craig Goldberg.
I'm cheap.
You're cheap.
Living up to my name.
Cheap date. Number 2, Jacob Walsh comes in at $17,025. Okay. And then the winning total biggest spender is me at $2,502,499.
How much is yours without the dumb thing in it?
Without the it was like 17. Hold on, let me see. Because if I didn't, can we not call it a dumb thing? I think it's cool.
Fine. The really cool RV with the helicopter.
300 plus 130 plus 240.
Next year, Abby's gonna have like an island on her list.
Yeah, I fucking
am. I should buy Hawaii.
Gonna have we'll have YHS Festival out there. 130.
Oh God.
Plus 249.
Yeah, it went bad. It went real bad.
All right, if I didn't get the Furion, it would be. I'd be the least. I'd
have in last place.
464 without the ridiculous spending.
There you go.
So, yeah, I'm a woman of simple tastes and needs.
Well, listen. So that was fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Rise of Skywalker. Just kidding. I'm exhausted.
God damn it.
I was like, wait, what?
No,
I don't know. I didn't know if y'all seen it since the last time we talked. Since an hour ago.
Since an hour ago?
Yeah.
We had plans to see it like twice over the last couple of days.
We're very busy.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get serious for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to thank all of our listeners and all of our friends and all the people who support us from the bottom of my heart. This has been an awesome year. This is our last episode of the year. It's just been incredible. We absolutely love doing Yes Have Some podcasts. We have a ton of fun with it. And we really couldn't do it without everybody's support, whether it's on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or group therapy or Patreon or anybody who's ever taken a second out of their day to listen or comment on a photo or whatever. We very much appreciate it. it is it's what keeps us going. We do it for the people. No, but for real, it's great, and we're coming up on our 4th anniversary, and I don't think it's any secret that 2020 is going to be the absolute biggest year in our fandom for Ghostbusters, with Ghostbusters Afterlife coming out, and a million other reasons why. So from the bottom of my heart, I wanted to. What are you doing there?
I'm putting award show background music for you because you're doing like a thank you speech.
Okay.
I don't know if you can hear it.
Why am I being ushered off by people I've never met before?
It's Chris time to leave, everybody. I'm sorry.
I'm done. You played it when I was done.
Okay. All right.
Thank
and
you.
best editing goes to. All right. No, can I jump in though? I want to say thank you to everybody too. I love and appreciate and respect all of you who are in group therapy, and it's been really cool to be a part of this team and to grow like we have over the last 3+ years at this point. We've got a lot of stuff coming up next year that I kind of can't believe. And I'm just really stoked for. So yeah. And also this podcast keeps me like happy and mentally healthy, and I love you guys, and it means a lot to sit down with you every week and do it. So thank you.
Jake, I don't want to put you on the spot. I didn't know I was going to do a big emotional speech here.
Yeah, I'm just not going to do one. I just, like you guys just said it all. So I'm just going to agree with the two of you.
Okay. Contractually obligated for this one. Today's episode of Yes House Podcast is brought to you by Jay Key of the Dr. Pepper Corporation.
Contractual obligation. Doing good feels better. Cheers to holiday memories.
We do have some. Actually, I do want to highlight our important people in our lives here at Yes Have Some Podcast. And if I forget you,
are these the Yes Havesies? Are we going to give awards to Yes
I
Have Some
like that.
people?
yes,
The Yes Havesies.
Yeah.
I like that.
we should do maybe for we'll get something on group therapy. Do some actually end of year awards.
Yeah, let's get some categories.
Yeah.
Worst content. Don't stop.
Hold on. Most likely to get blocked. Most likely to get deleted. No.
No. I want to send personal shout outs to our friends. If we forget you, we're sorry. But very, very thankful for people like John Yerkeba and Ryan Dole and Hal Clay and AJ Quick and Jay Key, obviously. We've become very good friends with him.
Julia Hansen. Love you.
And now I'm just going to, I'm like, who else do I have to name? And I'm forgetting all sorts
now
of
we're not
people.
going to be able to name anybody.
Everybody in group therapy.
If you're in group therapy, we love you.
Rob Sosby and the South Carolina Ghostbusters and Digital Wonton. Yeah. And not that he's associated with the South Carolina Ghostbusters, but he is. And just everybody. And obviously to our compadres in the Ghostbusters community.
Chris and Troy.
Chris and Troy from the Ghostbusters Interdimensional Cross Trip. Ray Esposito from Ghostbusters Universe News. Abby's pointing to the ceiling.
I'm pointing towards Canada, to all of our Canadian friends.
To all of our Canadian friends.
Eric Reich.
Eric Reich at Ghost Corps. Dustin and
Megan.
Yeah, Dustin and Megan from the Alberta Ghostbusters, who we met down in Orlando. And we mentioned him earlier, but Robert Davis from Chronicle Collectibles and a whole host of other people. We absolutely love and adore you. And I guess this is as good as the time of any is announcing this is our last episode of the podcast. I think I said that 2 weeks ago. No, we're not. We're not. We're retiring. We figured out another way to make money. It is stealing replica sharks from auction houses and reselling
selling tickets to Jake's Backyard Jaws Adventure.
Right. That's what it's going to be called as well.
Where you get
Jake's
a Dixie
Backyard Jaws Adventure.
I know he's backlogged with commissions.
Captain Jake's Backyard.
Jake's Backyard Jaws Adventure.
So I know he's backed up on commissions, but we're going to need John Yerkeba to draw us up a little picture of Captain Jake's Backyard Jaws Adventure.
God, that would be my John. Please, that would be my favorite. Oh my God!
What you do is you get in the baby pool and get the shark. I lost it.
They're like looking for snacks. They're like, what kind of snacks do you have? You're like, I don't know. Just go in the kitchen, find something.
There's a gas station down the road.
Yeah,
knock on the neighbor's door. Maybe the neighbor's got something. Knock on the door.
Hey, I don't want to spread any rumors, but it smelled like they was cooking up some corn on the cob next door. So why don't you try out that? All right, guys. Thank you so much. We've gotten weird tonight. I really like it. For Abigail Gardner, Jacob Walsh, and Yes Have Some podcasts on our entire universe. Thank you so much for joining. We will see you.
Yes. I want to add a caveat to that drawing. If it's going to be Captain Jake's Jaws adventure ride, it should be a coupon day. Specific.
Coupon day.
Yeah, it should be coupons for that because you should discount.
I ain't having a goddamn coupon day of mine. You can pay
You
full
wanna make
price.
money?
What I love is Jake.
How much is it to get in? Like $12?
Jake could open that up, and it would be the second biggest theme park in Valdosta. And probably the best.
Probably the first, yeah.
Cool. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Happy New Year.